Hello guys, this is MD Atta. Welcome back to Relive Code, one-stop shop for web development. First of all, if you have not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe it. So let's start our today's lecture. In today's lecture, we will cover the topic HTML attributes. So what are HTML attributes? What is href attribute? What is source attribute? What are width and height attributes? What is alt attributes? Alt is used for alternative text. What is style attribute? What is lang attribute? Lang attribute is used for language. And what is title attribute? So let's start with HTML attributes. HTML attributes provide additional information about HTML elements. All HTML elements can have attributes. Attributes are always specified in the starting tag. Attributes usually come in names and value pairs, name of attribute and its value. So what is href attribute? The href specifies the URL of the page. It is used with a tag, and a tag define a hyperlink. For example, we can use href attribute in a element. So here is href attribute and here is the value of the attribute. src attribute. src attribute specifies the path to the image. It is used with img tag. img tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. For example, here is img tag and here is the source attribute src, and this is the value of the attribute. It means this image is embedded in HTML page. src attribute can be specifies the URL in two ways. Absolute URL links to an external image that is hosted on another website. External image might be under copyright. If you don't get permission to use it, you may be in violation of copyright laws. In addition, you cannot control external image. It can suddenly be removed or changed. Relative URL. Relative URL links to an image that is hosted within the website. Here, the URL doesn't include the domain name. If the URL begins without a slash, it will be relative to the current page. If the URL begins with a slash, it will be relative to the domain. It is almost always best to use relative URL. They will not break if you change domain. So width and height attribute. The image tag should also contain the width and height attribute, which specifies the width and height of the image in pixel. Width specifies the width of the image in pixel, and similarly height specifies the height of the image. Here is an example of width and height attribute. This is the value of the source attribute, and this attribute shows the width of that image, and this attribute shows the height of the image. Alt attribute. The required alt attribute for the image tag specifies an alternate text for an image. If the image for some reason cannot be displayed, this can be due to a slow connection or an error in the source attribute, or if the user use a screen reader. Alt attribute is used with image tag. For example, this is the source attribute and this is the alt attribute, means Relive Code logo. If the Relive Code image for some reason cannot be displayed, the image tag specifies Relive Code logo text for that image. Style attribute. The style attribute is used to add style to an element. We can say font style, color, size, align, and more. Here we can see an example for style attribute. Here we can see an example for paragraph style, which shows the color red. Color will be red due to this style attribute. Lang attribute. The lang attribute declares the language of the web page. You should always include the lang attribute inside the HTML tag. This is meant to assist search engine and browsers. Here we can see an example of a lang attribute, and this lang attribute is used in HTML element. Further, country code can also be added to the language code in the lang attribute. So the first two characters define the language. These two characters shows the language attribute, And the last two character defines the country code. Title attribute. Title attribute defines some extra information about an element. The value of the title attribute will be displayed as website when you mouse over the element. For example, here we can see an example for the title attribute. Lowercase attribute. The HTML standards does not require lowercase attribute names. All attribute can be written with uppercase or lowercase. For example, title can also be written as title in capital alphabet. Quote attributes value. The HTML standard does not require quotes around attribute values. We recommend quotes in HTML. You can use double or single quote around attribute values. When the attribute value itself contains double quote, it is necessary to use single quotes. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe our channel for more videos.